What is up? We are on day 2 of my first Wix, or our first Wix redesign. Right now, we are just going to do some quick fixes. I don't think I'm going to be on long. I saw some things last night that, as I scrolled through, bothered me a little bit. They're a little harder to see here than I would say on Webflow. I'll show you some examples of what we are having issues with right now. So if we go to this is the Wix Builders site. So if we go to the actual website, you can see that when you hover over some of this stuff, I believe that's old. It's hard to see. I think that's the part of the gold that was there before. We're going to check and see. It's tough to tell if that's white or not, but definitely doesn't look white when you hover over. So that's annoying. And the other thing, I think we need another section down here at the bottom, like a book now section. And the same thing with when we go to the team page, this page really doesn't have anything on it. There's no call to action, so I'm going to add a section down here. I think I saw yesterday how to add like global sections, or I'm not sure what they call them, template sections. Maybe they have them on here. So we're going to create a book now section, and then we're going to make it a template and then add it to the page. So let's get to it. Scroll down here. We're going to add the section to the bottom. The sections pop up down here on the sides. Bookings. We're just going to add a simple section like this for now. So we're just going to click on that, plop at the bottom. Then we're just going to edit this real quick, and then we'll look at the buttons to see what's going on with the buttons. So change the background section. We'll change it to a color. We'll change it to this green, which means we might end up changing. We'll probably end up changing the footer to black, which kind of makes more sense. We really don't need attention to the footer, especially because there's nothing in the footer. So we'll do that. We'll add this to the green color. Here right now I don't have anything know what she wants to say, so we're just going to grab this text from here. We'll throw it in there, maybe adjust a little bit. That's not that. We will style this. And this one is actually on a black page, so we will reverse the coloring on this. And this is where I talked about checking. So the hover on this should be that, and then the text would become black at that point. And the borders will add a border all around. make it black. And again, this is only on hover. So the text will be black, the background blue, and then regular, move it black, text is green, and no border, and just seeing what the other options are here. Okay, so we will then link this. Nope. So I think since this is part of the services, this is going to automatically link to the service section, which could be fine. Well, let's just preview this because it's not that big of a deal, but hover's not working, but I don't know if that doesn't work. Yeah. It's not that bad that it does it. I just don't like that you can't change the text. You can't change the text. It's only you change the text when you do it that way. So that's kind of annoying. That I'm just wondering if I want to actually leave it that way or not, but all right, so for now we'll just leave this. So right here, this is where I'm talking about like instances or elements from Webflow. They call them save sections. So now basically anytime we can just go to a page and add this at the bottom and it will then be on that page. Now, yeah, it's fine because even if it doesn't update as we go, that's fine. Something I'm seeing right now, it's kind of hard to see. I saw it on the live site, is that now this is green, or now there's green on green. There's some type of drop shadow on the footer, which I didn't catch the other day. So yeah, so we want to get that off of there. Let's just get I don't know what's going on with these options, but just do. I don't even. I'm really confused about this whole what Wix is doing with this stuff. I mean, definitely encouraging drop shadows, which I really haven't seen any drop shadows on any sites recently that are, I mean, at least that I've been, again, I'm not super paying attention to the trends. I'm sure there's modern ways that drop shadows have been added to places, and that look good, but not the way that they're doing it on this site. So all right. So now that's fixed. Now we have a call to action at the end, which we were lacking before. So if you scrolled down the page before, you just went an extended period of time with no call to actions. So now we have a call to action section. Let's switch over to the team page, and then we're going to add a section. We're just going to plop that call to action section right in there. So now when someone comes to this page, there's actually something to do at the end of the page. The other thing I wanted to look at really quickly was on the home page, or any of the pages actually. I wanted to look at these buttons because, like I said just before, when I messed around with them the other day, I wasn't paying attention that there was hover. I don't think I messed around with hover text at all. So yes, so the text shows up is Grayscale, and then also this is showing up is what's showing up is that gold color. Again, it is a lot harder to see when you're on Webflow. The hover states work in the designer still, so it's easier to see. Obviously, when you're messing with them right now, you can see that once you pick the hover state, it's showing you what it looks like in the designer, but as soon as you click off it, now it's back to the initial state, and it's just harder to see without actually going into these menus what the hover state is. So it's a lot easier. As you saw, I missed it yesterday, but now we're back fixing it. But I really think that's it. One other thing, obviously I'll check before I go and make sure mobile. It's all right. I did see that one of these was center aligned and one was left aligned, so we'll make them both left aligned, especially since there's so much text on them. Again, I don't mind center aligned when there's not a lot of information, but once you start getting more than a sentence or two, it's really, really hard to read center aligned text. So I think that might be it. Like, so let's just check on mobile what everything looks like, since I just mess around with some stuff. Yeah, I don't know if long term I'm going to leave this section here, because I'm not really sure why you can't. I understand it came out of the service category, but I don't like that. Oh, I have all right now. All the other buttons on the site are all caps locked, and currently that one is not caps locked. So again, I get pretty anal about that stuff, and I know that long term that's going to frustrate me that is that way. So and then we'll just check the page here. and I think it looks pretty good. So let's just hit publish on this and we'll check it out. And like I said, I think that was all I really wanted to do today. I wasn't trying to do an extra long session here, but all right, that's good. So now when you hover over the buttons, they actually are in the proper theme. Book now section takes you to the booking. It is kind of weird that when these requests now hovers go to dark, but I didn't set that up, but all right. So I think that's going to be it for today. It was pretty short live, only about 18 minutes, so thanks for joining in. And I figured I might as well just show some of the other screens I had set up for this. So I did see, I'm not sure if you saw the intro, I tested this screen. I don't know if it's distracting that the background is just constantly blinking, but maybe I'll just add a regular photo to this. And then this next screen is for when I get calls during lives, and again, just want to test this out. And that's it. So again, just a quick live today. I am gonna continue with this rebrand. I'm actually gonna help rebrand it, and then we will decide if anything on the website needs to change after the rebrand. I talked to her yesterday. She's happy that the site's actually functioning. Obviously, it's going to be some time before we get any feedback from customers, because just like with every with a barbershop or salon, a lot of the clients are booking out probably at least like a week in advance, or at least a few days. So most of the people that saw this new site now probably aren't going to be in her shop for another week or at least a few days. So we'll see if anybody mentions that they're a lot easier to use the site, and hopefully she starts getting some more traffic. So again, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time, probably tomorrow. I'm not sure. Again, I'm going to keep adding stuff to the stream. As you can see, we have some screens and stuff and an intro that we didn't have yesterday. So I'll probably going to spend more time doing that, and catch you later.